Yes, this is Dr. Garcia. Again, continuing with the course on quantum mental healing. The previous talks on quantum mental healing should be reviewed, because now we're going to get into the really nitty-gritty of the importance of your thoughts and how you can change them for healing and joy, strength and energy. It's all available to you. So the key is to come to a non-thinking reality, be aware of your awareness. And that's 7 to 8 hertz. That is a frequency, and I've discussed it, of the universe. And it's also the frequency of the quantum field. Okay? Back in 1927, the greatest assembly of brains in the history of the world met in Copenhagen, Denmark. All Nobel Prize winners. Here we go. You had Einstein, you had Wolfgang Pauli, you had Niels Bohr of the Standard Model, Schrödinger, his wave theory, Heisenberg, chaos, and the uncertainty principle. Well, these guys together came up with quantum theory, quantum mechanics, and quantum physics. And what basically, and this is why I am so excited, and I've devoted the rest of my life to not only understanding quantum physics, quantum theory, which I think I have a good basis for, but to utilize it for health and healing. And the #1 tool is the mind, because the brain's a mean computer. It runs the body. Mind runs the brain. The mind is a quantum computer, and it can be reprogrammed. So once you reprogram mind into not thinking 86% of the time negative thoughts, thereby stimulating the sympathetic nervous system as well as the hypopituitary adrenal system to keep you in a state of fight or flight or freeze. And what happened, that now mental stress is the #1 cause of disease. I'm amazed. I'm a board certified pain management specialist. And if you have structural damage in your back or neck, I can fix that. But I was amazed to hear the #1 cause of back pain is stress. Not car accidents, also stress. #1 also, and it's associated with job dissatisfaction. So here we have a human body, but what I'm finding is fixing the body is pretty easy. Eat right, take supplements. I do IV therapy on certain patients. And then if you want to look at your hair transplants and facelifts, the body is easy. Now, I then came to a point in my life where that wasn't enough, the body. What is the point if you're not full of energy and you don't have peace and joy? So I did a sort of a year sabbatical on really what are the most important things in life. And you know, first of all, I read books, and everybody's saying Socrates, all of them said the attainment of happiness is what everyone strives for, is most important. And you know what? The way I see it, I read half the book and threw it away. Because the Western construct of happiness, I have a new car, I have money, I have a girlfriend, I'm happy. I lose them, I'm not happy anymore. To me, that's nothing. Okay? That's a plastic bottle floating in the waves. No, what I am trying to bring to the world is a scientific approach to rehabilitating your inner being. It also associates outer work. Put it all together. See, we are mind, brain, and body seamless, and you cannot have peak performance unless you address all of them. That's what I'm doing with quantum healing. So, the mind controls the brain, and as I mentioned earlier, the problem is that we spend all our time talking to ourselves about ourselves. Quantum physics says there is no self, same with Buddhist philosophy. The self is awareness. You're aware of your awareness. That's who you're on. That's who you are. Not your proclivity to pepperoni pizza or whatever. That's just add-on stuff. Who you are. And awareness is who you are. Whole new concept. So you want, in my estimation, this is where I come up. I want health. I want peace, and I want joy. Well, and also there is a very famous Greek. He was a student of the big three, Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle. And they asked him, what's the most important thing in life? And without hesitating, he says health. Without health, art goes unappreciated. Without health, strength goes unmanifested. And this is the part I love. Without health, wealth is meaningless. And trust me, I have come up with these programs for myself, for my physical, emotional, and mental healing. And now that it's all together, I want to give it away. So stay tuned. And we were still talking about the mental. Okay, now what I showed you with the breathing and aware of your awareness, they have shown that area. Okay, as we get older, our neocortex, which is what makes us human, gets thinner and thinner. And also they show that the hippocampus, which is memory and learning, and also some emotional, it should be called type 3 diabetes. It's very responsive to sugar and stress. And that's everybody. That's why we have an epidemic of Alzheimer's. The cause is sugar and stress. Okay, I'm the first doctor to say, no breakfast, no sugar, no thinking. And this is how we do it. So the hippocampus, sugar and stress, and it gets real thin, and pretty soon you start forgetting you have Alzheimer's. Now, the other elements of the brain, the amygdala, which is the emotional center, and unfortunately the emotional center is always geared toward negative emotions, more negative than positive. Okay? And then we have the frontal brain, and that is the central command. And meditators, long-term meditators, they have a thicker left brain. And me, as a researcher in neuroscience, the left brain to me seems to be the problem. Always thinking, figuring out problems, not realizing the problems that the left brain figures out are ones that it created. So it's a loop. So I always thought the left brain was kind of a problem. And indeed, people with, like Rain Man, people with Asperger's disease and autism, they have suppressed left brain, so their right brain flourishes. And you get the idiot savant syndrome. See, the left brain that we all depend on lies to us all the time. Okay? And they don't even call it magic anymore. They call it illusion. It gives us false illusions all the time. It may be a cause of a lot of our problems. Left brain only can digest 2,000 bits of information per second. Right brain digests, left brain 2,000 bits per second. Right brain 400 billion bits. Right brain is the subconscious, it's the gut, it's your feeling. And now I'm doing breakthrough research on how to use your feeling and emotions, which are the most and best indication of the situation. And this proves quantum physics, folks. And the very famous neurobiologist Giacomo Zeffirelli got a Nobel Prize for discovering mirror neurons in a part of the brain called the insula. And this is how incredible mirror neurons work. You can be walking down the street and you can see a friend and they look to you, wave and smile, and it's like they've transferred faster than the speed of light their exact emotion, feeling, what kind of day it's on, It's called a mirror neuron. And it is destined, the understanding and the research behind mirror neurons, I believe, will do to neuroscience and biology what DNA did to biology. Anyway, that's my passion. Neuro, we know exactly where they live. It's called the insula of the brain. And here is the incredible information. All these areas get thinner as we get older and as we get stressed. But the antidote is aware of your awareness, the meditative state. Great yogis and also Tibetan monks. That's where I learned my energy from a Tibetan monk named Bajra. Anyway, be aware of your awareness. That is a healing zone. And all those areas, the insula, the hippocampus, the amygdala, and also the left brain. Why the left brain? Here's my thought on the left brain. Why would your left brain neocortex get thicker if you were a Buddhist monk and meditated all the time? Because I thought the left brain was like the problem. Well, if you're a meditator, one of the purposes of meditation is to eliminate thinking. So you would have to strengthen up on the left brain to keep itself down. That's my thinking. I may be wrong, I may be right. But anyway, neuroscience right now is exploding. I'm having a fantastic time bringing all the latest information to myself and to my patients, because the beautiful thing about it is it's knowledge, it's free, it's energy-based, and no side effects. And it's the knowledge is there. It's in the world literature, and where I really feel that this information can basically change the world, because if you can heal yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally, you don't have to rely on harmful medication. I said, thank you so much, and stay tuned for further breakthroughs in quantum healing. Fred Garcia, MD. Okay? Wow. What? Tuesday. Well, how long was that? Good hour. That was amazing. Good out. Good out. Okay. What part? 3 to 4.